Hey everyone, hope you're doing well. Today we're going to talk about net worth, and I'm going to show you a net worth spreadsheet that I use personally to track my own net worth. But before we dive into that, I'm going to show you an asset and liabilities worksheet first that I use with all the clients that I work with. The asset and liabilities worksheet is just tracking what savings you have for retirement, what you have for emergency savings, also looking at what type of tangible assets you might have, such as a car or home, and what outstanding debt you might have related to those. And then also looking at liabilities. So this is more of a debt inventory, looking at your credit card balances, looking at how much you might owe for auto loan, what you might owe for your home, if you're a homeowner, and what you might have in student loans as well. And so this asset and liabilities worksheet is to look at what you own, so those are your assets, compared to what you owe, which are your debts. And it's really intended to be kind of a snapshot. It's a point in time in terms of whether you have a positive or negative net worth. So if you have more assets than liabilities, so you take your assets minus your liabilities, and you get a positive number when you do that, that is a positive net worth. If you take your assets minus your liabilities and you end up with a negative number, that means you have more debt than assets, which is totally fine. Most people, especially when first starting out, will have student loan debts or they'll have credit card debt, and they don't yet have home equity that would prop up their net worth, or they don't have retirement savings yet. So especially when you're younger, having a negative net worth is totally normal. So today we're going to look at a net worth tracking worksheet that I created and I personally use to track my own net worth. So this is a little bit different in that instead of a point in time, we're looking at this at your net worth over time. So how it's improving from year to year, or in the case of this worksheet, from quarter to quarter. So how I use this worksheet at the end of each quarter, so 4 times a year, I'll go into all of my accounts and I'll update the dollar amounts as far as account balances go into this worksheet. And then another good thing about this worksheet is it's intended to represent the different types of pre-tax or post-tax accounts that you might have. And so you'll see here it's broken down in different sections, which I'll walk through next. So at the very top is all of your cash savings. So this could be whatever you have in your checking and savings account, maybe an emergency fund. That's all the liquid types of cash savings. The next section is taxable investments. So this could be an Acorns account or a Robinhood account, or you could have a taxable brokerage account at Vanguard or Fidelity. The next section are any Roth investments that you have, so Roth IRA or a Roth 401k if your employer offers a Roth 401k. And the next section are traditional IRA or like a pre-tax 401k balance. And then as we get down to the bottom of the form, there's kind of some non-retirement related savings accounts. So these are just other savings goals that I like to track their growth over time, and that include a health savings account and also 529 accounts for my kids. And then I also look at our home value, and I try not to update that too often because it can kind of inflate your net worth if you're looking at what Zillow has compared to what the actual market value of your home might be. But we'd take your home value and subtract whatever mortgage balance you have to get your home equity. And then also for your debts, we're looking at any student loan debt you have, any car loans, auto loans that you have. And then just one key thing with the mortgage balance and the debt line items, make sure you enter a negative number for this worksheet to work out right. And then so you add that all up, you have your total assets, subtract the amount of debt that you have, and you have your net worth. Now that is beneficial to look at. However, you can't actually use all of that money for retirement, and so I kind of separate out things like the HSA and the 529, and just look at the cash balance of funds that I can actually use for retirement, and call that liquid only assets. Then there's a second tab, which has all the same information, but it's just kind of a graphical representation of your investments. And I like this because it lets me see pretty easily my net worth growth over time, but also within that, the actual subsections of my debt, ideally decreasing over time, and how my pre-tax or post-tax investments are growing over time. So that's it for this video. I just wanted to share this net worth worksheet with you. I am going to put a link down in the comments to my website where you can download a copy of this spreadsheet if you like it for yourself. If you found this video helpful at all, please like, subscribe, turn on the notifications. Feel free to share this video. I appreciate it. Thanks.